Namaskar, Krishna Rao garu. Welcome to IYRTalks
Good evening.
English edition. And today I just want your reflexes on an incident that has taken place in Hyderabad while releasing the picture called Pushpa 2. The main hero is Mr. Allu Arjun, and it was a thundering success because they say it's going to create a lot of records and all that in terms of collections and all that. But the main problem is that on the day of release, the visit by the hero to a particular theatre called Sanja Theatre, which has got inadequate infrastructure facility to handle big crowds. So in that process, in the stampede, a woman died, and the son also got injured. The husband filed a petition in the court that the hero should be held responsible and should be punishable. So here the three aspects we have to see. One is the infrastructure facility to handle the crowd for the theatre. Second, maintaining the law and order. If there is a prior intimation that so and so is coming, then the police should have kept complete whistle and would have made the crowds under control. So that's the thing. Then on the management side, how the theatre should be equipped with all sort of, like, see, today we are talking about crowd management, firefighting, so many things are there. These are all the old theatres which were constructed much before, I think, 1980s and 70s, in a crowded place like RTC Crossroads and Chikarapalli in Hyderabad. So, of course, the court issued orders to arrest him, and he has been arrested and he has been released on bail. Taking this incident as a case study, what could be the do's and don'ts of handling issues like this? I want your impression on this particular incident. And
Sanja Theatre is something all of us have at one time or the other visited to see a movie. And whenever I go to Sanja Theatre, I really get frightened that a stampede may happen. The way the theatres have been devised, there are two theatres there, and the way the parking is organized, it's horrible. That nothing happened till now, other than this incident itself, is God's providence. Otherwise, it's a place which is liable for stampede, which has everything ready for a stampede to happen. In fact, it's high time the government of Telangana immediately reviews and see some of these theatres which have been licensed long ago. Two theatres, three theatres in one place without adequate parking facilities, other facilities, people to move around in a very, very ill-organized manner, and shuts some of them out to prevent any further stampede in future as well. Most of these were, I think, licensed during Channareddy's time in 1980s. And all these, they definitely should have a lot of changing of money, because how can 4 or 5 double theatres be licensed in a highly dense area like Chikarapalli and RCT Crossroads? And the effect was always there. There used to be tremendous traffic jams whenever the movies was released in that area, Chikarapalli area. So first thing that the government should do is have a detailed review and shut down some of these theatres. What happened on Pushpa can happen any day, any time, as far as Sanja is concerned. That's one point. 2, yes, without intimation whether this man has just landed up there, in which case there is a fault on his thing also, because he should have realized, especially with the type of a movie that he has worked with and the expectations that have been arised and the fan following he has,
the hype it got created.
It can create a problem, not just in Sanja, anywhere else. It's not that just like that I come. and show my face and nothing happens. So to that extent, if he has come like that, there's a fault on his side. But still, the major responsibility lies with the management and with the police, whether they have told to the police in advance, whether they have taken adequate precautions, otherwise advise the star also not to come. That's their main responsibility. If they have seen that they are swelling crowds and they cannot manage it. Because after all, how does he know the type of an impact it will have and how good that place is to hold on to the people? Because to expect him to have that appreciation would be too much. But the theatre owners definitely should be having it. In any case, it's in the court. Let's see what, then bail seems to have been granted. But to the extent, this is a reminder to all celebrities that they have to behave themselves, and even before going for a function, should verify whether it has at a proper place with a lot of ground, with exits, entries, otherwise refuse to go. If they go without any such assessment, like him, they will also be held responsible. And then another point now is, there are also a lot of political processions going on. And if a stampede happens in that, are you going to hold the political leader who is holding it responsible for it? Because from this, that also becomes a thing. But of course, there it's all after intimation, after intimating the police and all that, so responsibility rests with her. Here the problem is impromptu turning up without any intimation to anyone. That's why he becomes to that extent liable.
He was considerate in announcing an ex gratia also to the kin of the deceased. But still, as you have said, the government now should wake up and see not only Sanja Theatre, other theatres also in the city, because now the modern theatres have got equipped with all these have been permission has been given almost about 4 decades back.
50 years back.
50 years back. So the rules prevailing at that point of time to the now, the crowds also have changed a lot. So like Tirupati queue system is a challenge. So like this is also going to be a challenge. So let's see government is going to take a stand on this and how the courts are going to react on this. Thank you.